Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild, and lights don't seem to do what they are supposed to do, light up things. So we have this eerie lighting situation in here that we don't know if we can fix that, but we can fix it at least by turning on our suit light. Good, you can see I have closed off this room. Put in some airlocks, although we wouldn't need this one. And we have air in here. That's a good thing. I might want to put down more of these air vents up here. One is good, but maybe have 2 or 3 just to fill the room a lot faster. Now there's noise outside. There's some noise happening outside and I don't know what it is. It's crazy. We will just continue doing our stuff here. So we have a walkway from here to the main module, basically. You can see I have another airlock leading towards the other part of the station there. When we start to build it, I have some windows here, and in here the light, you can see that 2 is not really good as well. We could turn up the radius of the lighting, but I'm not sure if that really does a difference. We might want to try that. I have an airlock here just to exit the station, and then we have the main module still. I've brought something up here, and that is the Duchessa. It's here to stand model, basically. Good. When we start the other ship and all that stuff. Good. I have done some more work in the station here, so I want to put up some railings here and all that stuff. Spotlights at the moment seem to be problematic. This one turns on and off whenever it wants. I don't really get it. So then we have this room here. I said I wanted to make this balcony basically here. And on the other side we have... See that? That's what happens. It sometimes just turns on and off, and I don't know. Let me do some refilling here. Good. And here again, the balcony on top, just in this room for the assemblers and the refinery I have here. I might take these off, basically off Tim, so that I can work these one by hand. But on the other hand, the refineries I really don't need to set up to. I don't know if there's ever a case where I think, man, if there's ever a case where I think I should maybe go and fill up this refinery by hand. Let me do something. This spotlight really gets me. I want to turn this off, because if it doesn't work half of the time, I don't want it. And it just turns on and off. It flickers, and that's not beautiful as well. So the next thing I wanted to do is maybe get a panel in here so that we can this noise now is really getting to me. I waited for hours because why can't I? Okay. Get this in here. I turn this off. And then see what the light situation here does for us. we have all the lights, and we can just go and maybe set them up to have a bigger radius. So, okay, it helps. It helps, it helps. Ooh, this is bright. Okay, this worked out. Let us go and see how it looks in the room with the refineries. Hope that worked out there too. Someone is doing garden work or so outside, and I can't turn that. Ooh, it's bright too, but it is still not really good. It looks a bit eerie with these machines just lit up at the bottom. I don't know if you know Wayne's World. There's a scene in there with where someone lights up their face from the bottom and then screams something like, I don't know what it screams in the English version. I really have to take a look at that at one point, but Wayne scares Garth. And these machines do the same, basically. Lit up from the bottom, being scary. All of these machines are upgraded with speed and yield modules, and I have put some assemblers in between. I thought I would put the assemblers on the other side, but I decided otherwise, and so we have the assemblers now here with speed modules attached to them. All of them are set up to work with Tim. So Tim can control these and should be able to, bring us in all the ingots, all the components we need. This part is not done yet. What I can show you is the top, basically, of the room, because I decided that I want to hide some oxygen generators here. Some. At the moment there's only this one, but I stopped digging out here for the moment. I will continue to do that. Everything here is connected up to the whole network, so this oxygen generator produces oxygen for the whole station. That's a good thing. And then we have this part here. Oh yeah, I did work here. I've put in the reactors. They are done now. That's a good thing. Maybe let us go and fill them up with uranium. That would be good, I think. I hope I still have enough. Oh, yeah, I still have enough. And these are, I say, 2,000. Oh no, and 1,000. Okay, this is good. This should be the azimuth reactor that's below the habitation module. Yes. And I think we can turn that one off because now we have the ones inside here. So you can see that I have basically made a small corridor between these modules, and that will be the next thing, to finish this module here, working on that. But first we might want to disconnect the reactor and maybe take a look at something else I've done. Oh, people, I was not able to hold back, and I started to work on my bigger version of the Duchessa. And I'm starting to just make a normal form here, or take basically the normal form of the Duchessa and then modify it, because we don't want to exactly copy it, but that's what I've done over the last hours basically. It's I brought the Duchessa here, and then couldn't I couldn't stop working basically. You can see what I have done is triple it in size basically. So for every block we have on the Duchessa, we have 3 by 3 blocks here, and that works out pretty well. I've done that because the bigger thrusters are basically 3 times bigger than the normal thrusters. They are not as high. So this is just 2 blocks, but this is 3 blocks, and so we have a better way to count all of this and all that stuff. Some of you will say it might get too bulky, but I'm fairly certain it will not, because we just upscale this, and the whole ship that way has a nice flow to it, a nice look to it, and it will have the same look in the bigger version, I think. But we can do a lot more with it. Again, I want to keep the levels small, or not the levels small. I want to just have basically 2 levels in the Duchessa. So we will have a big level up top, protected, this basically this armored hull on top, and then we will have the lower decks basically split in 2 parts, where in between the parts will be a way to park the bigger ships. I have no idea how to park the Duchessa in there for now, but at least the drill will fit in there. That is absolutely nice. And we will think about a way how to fit the Duchessa in there too. That I want to take her with me when I'm going out with this ship, or I want to be able to take her with me when I'm going out with the ship. We will have to see what else we can discover with this one. This one hopefully will be the last iteration of do-it-all ship, or a base ship for us, because it will be so big that we can hopefully work inside of it, and if we need to change something, we can just do it inside of the ship. I'm trying to smooth it out on the inside too, so that we have basically a maximum room for everything, and we will have an empty base that we basically can fill with everything that's necessary. I'm trying to think more about it, how to do it this time. The other ships were a lot of the time just ships where I went in and then did something because I saw something that I really liked, and then I tried to copy it, and then I had to integrate this, and then had to go and, okay, now I need to find a space for. The Duchessa has a layout already, so we know that we have space for some batteries in the front, some reactors in the back, also the refineries and all that stuff. And we might want to just take this idea and go with it. Use a similar layout for the bigger version of the Duchessa. So bring in some assemblers and all that stuff into the front, and have some reactors and all that stuff in the back to use the basically to use the layout of the Duchessa that we have and upscale this to in not in a complete sense. So we will not have upscaled reactor somewhere. Just we could do that. Just go and say, okay, we need a 3 by 3 by 3 block of reactors somewhere here. That will not work out. But positioning. So we take the positioning of the stuff and then go with it. Maybe. I have to think about this, right? But what I see now, I really like it. Has a similar flow, and then we have enough room on the ship to maybe make some differences, so that my Duchessa or the bigger Duchessa is a bit different from the Duchessa we have here. We will see. I'm working on one side for now, and this is crazy amounts of block placing. But it works out. I can go and then just make similar lines on the other side. So you can see that here, that I have basically, I went with this line to where this line ends. Now I can just bring in this sloped line here to the outside and continue doing that, and it works really well, upscaling that thing. And I already have ideas where I could make some changes. These slopes on the side could go well, and I could put in some hangar doors or so, and have some hangars behind here. There's definitely space for it, and I'm not sure yet, but that seems to be working out well. And with the height of the whole thing, I'm happy with it right now. I will basically, yeah, this is the maximum height of it. So if we put something on the bottom of it, yeah, but the whole structure, this is the maximum height, because this is the height that the Duchessa has in its normal configuration. We have added, or I have added, the tanks and all that stuff on the bottom, and I already removed some of them to get back the sleeker lines, basically. And I will have to change these parts at one point to maybe integrate them better so they don't stick out as much here. On the Duchessa, I'm using the tanks at the moment to hide these extra thrusters. These two forward firing thrusters are just not enough good. But I wanted to just show that to you. We will continue working on that more on Friday, I hope. I will put in some more work to finish some lines. The line work is really boring as hell. At least showing that to you would be boring as hell. So I'm doing that on my own, and then we will come back to it over and over. On Friday we will work on it and take a look what we need, how we structure some things, and but for now, this is just showing you what I've done. I absolutely adore this ship, and I will really like the bigger version too. It's one of the coolest things out there, and I will blatantly steal from that design, but I'm trying to bring in, yeah, at some points I will bring in some more details, because we, with the upscaled version, we have the chance to do some stuff like this, have a line running down it and all that stuff. You can see here we wouldn't have the possibility to do that. I will have to see how much thrust I can put into it and how fast it will be. But it's a big ship, so it really doesn't need to be creepily fast. A jump drive. We will have to add jump drives, multiple ones, and have a way to power it. I'm not sure that I will be able to power it with normal reactors. Maybe it would be good to put in some of the azimuth reactors. That might have to happen. We will see. Good. I think I will keep this video a bit shorter, just as a showcase of what I've done on the station and what I've done with this ship. I will continue to work on this station, because this thing will take a while, and I will have to switch back and forth between station work and the ship, and I don't want to leave the station here just as it is right now. I want to keep working on it. And that's a promise. That's a promise. So, good people. I think we will keep it short for today, and I say I will end the video here. I hope you liked my small update on what I've done. I hope you like the first steps in creating the bigger Duchessa. I'm spinning names in my head. I want to take a bigger version of a not an honorary title. What's it called? A Duchessa is it a baroness in Italian or something like that? And I need a bigger title, basically, or we go with Mega Duchessa or something, or Super Duchessa. I'm not sure what we should use there. So, but yeah, you can give me some hints. Good people, but again, that's all for today. I hope you liked it. If you did, please leave a like on the video. I hope you have some comments for me, and again, I hope to see you in the next episode. See ya, guys.